Steve Delaney reports on why they continue, why there is still no peace in Vietnam.
If ceasefire means stop shooting, then the Vietnam ceasefire is not working for the simplest of reasons. This was 2 miles south of Quang Tri in the north, 3 weeks after the ceasefire order. This was in the Delta 4 weeks after the ceasefire. It is not working because the Vietnamese are still shooting each other, and nobody has made them stop. This was in the mountains west of Highway 1 in the north, 5 weeks after the ceasefire. It is not easy to film combat anymore because the South Vietnamese get nervous about being blamed for starting it. Usually, outsiders never know who starts it. Stopping the shooting and keeping it stopped is up to the Joint Military Commission. The American JMC members left after a 60-day exercise in frustration. JMC helicopters were shot at by the Viet Cong, JMC officers were beaten up by the South Vietnamese, and JMC meetings often became furious shouting matches laced with accusations and denials of responsibility. The four parties never prevented any shooting and never stopped it once it started. Now the JMC is down to 2 members, the South Vietnamese and the Viet Cong, and the ceasefire is just as elusive as ever. The Quai Son missile incident is a pretty good example of how the peacekeeping machinery breaks down. When U.S. aircraft produced these pictures of anti-aircraft missiles at Quai Son, put there after the ceasefire, the Viet Cong simply denied they were there. The dispute was referred to the International Commission of Control and Supervision with a South Vietnamese request for an on-the-spot investigation. This is the chief Hungarian delegate to the ICCS. For the month of March, he was the chairman. This is the chief Polish delegate. These two flatly refuse to investigate Quai Son, just as they have blocked every single attempt to look into anything that smacks of a violation by the communist side. Eventually, the North Vietnamese took their missiles out of Quai Son, but the ICCS did nothing in spite of angry prodding by the Canadians who came here to make the ceasefire work. They have agreed to stay on, but they are disgusted and disillusioned.
The negotiators who designed the Paris Agreement could have done a better job if they really wanted this to work. Whoever decided the ICCS needed unanimous decisions in order to work made sure by that decision that the ICCS would be powerless. Whoever decided the Poles and Hungarians would be impartial and objective was wrong. Whoever decided to let the North Vietnamese get away with pretending they have no troops in the South was wrong. Whoever decided that the South Vietnamese would honor the spirit of the agreement was wrong. And whoever decided the North Vietnamese and Viet Cong would stop trying to take over the South after signing a piece of paper in Paris was wrong.
And because the ceasefire was so poorly designed and is so widely ignored by the warring parties, things like this still happen. This was an effort to relieve a militia outpost near An Loc just last week. The communists had pounded it for a week, while in the ICCS compound a mile away, the Canadians fumed and the Poles and Hungarians ignored them. And the Vietnamese kept right on dying. Steve Delaney, NBC News, Saigon.